How's it going, everybody? Mancave Dave here in Wisconsin with another video game pickups video. Today is Tuesday, March 12th. Cannot believe that it's almost halfway through March already. And the man cave is actually looking fairly clean, fairly open. Still need to do a little bit on top here. But had a little bit of a scare this weekend. I have this window here, and the window well likes to fill up with water on the outside sometimes when we have heavy rain, which isn't a big deal. It leaks out, drains, rather, on the other side, and has never come inside the basement. But this last week, we had 3 or 4 days of pretty heavy rain, followed by warm weather with about 8 inches of snow melting outside. And so my wife's like, "Is that a puddle underneath the carpet?" And I was like, "Oh no." Sure enough, I looked down here and there was a little bit of water leaking out. And so we had some water come in. Luckily, nothing was damaged, especially all my records and the games and the stereo that I have sitting here. But just leaked in, so I stuck a towel up in the windowsill and pulled back the carpet with a dehumidifier and a few fans. Left it that way for a couple of days, and luckily everything was okay. So, phew, curse you, window, curse you. Anyway, so here's some things that I picked up in the last couple of days. Just want to show off real quick. Online, had a chance to get a couple of Final Fantasy games for the Game Boy. So we got Final Fantasy Legend and a little bit rougher copy of Final Fantasy Legend 2. But I was excited to add those. A little bit of damage here, but I cleaned the connections and both of them fired right up. There's some marker in the back that I'll probably try to get off. But both of these work, both of them save, so that was pretty cool. Some of you know that I've been on a PSP kick after picking up a PSP 3000, which I've really been enjoying. It's been fun to play like Greatest Collection and some of those other games. So, especially now that these are on clearance in a lot of places and just dirt cheap, I've been going to GameStops and seeing what I can find. Right now, some of them also have like a buy one, get one half off. So that was pretty cool. Anyway, He-Man was one of my favorite shows as a kid, and if my dad's watching, he's probably smiling a little bit. But so I found this. It was $4.49, top 5 episodes of season 2. Love me some He-Man, so I was excited to find that. Also got Napoleon Dynamite for $2.69. This was a real fun movie. I remember seeing it. I work with college students, and my first professional job is when this movie came out, and watching it with some of my student staff and just laughing the whole time. What else we got here? Phantom Brave, the Bermuda Triangle. So pick that up. It's new, but it's unfortunately not sealed. Well, it's not sealed. Just has the sticker over it. Then we have Fate Extra, and all of these are complete with the manual. And then I'm never sure how to say this. If it's Wise or East, the Oath in Felgana. We got this, which is also complete with the manual. And this is the limited edition, and so it has the game, and then it also has a sealed, well, it has a crack unfortunately, but a sealed calendar, and then musical selections. Actually, hopped on eBay and found the cardboard box that goes with this too, that also came with the soundtrack and the calendar. So if those are in better condition than these, I'll swap them out. But then I'll also have the limited edition box that all this will go into. So it'd be nice to have that complete. We also got E7, which I had a chance to pick up, and these were like, oh, this one was pre-owned. I think I paid like $8 for this, so pretty cheap, but on the way to becoming more collectible, which was one of the big deciding factors in picking it up. And then lastly, this was new. It's complete. It was opened. You can see, there's a few dings in the cover because it was on the shelf. But Persona 2 Innocent Sin, and this was, I want to say 19, something like that. Oh, let's see here if I can open it one-handed. But this came with the game as well as the game. This wasn't $39. It was on sale. But the game, and then also a soundtrack. So yeah, I was excited to get that. Next, we got Heroes of Ruin for the Nintendo 3DS. I don't have a 3DS yet. Eventually I'll pick it up. This is pre-owned. I want to say it was like around $20. So, looks like one Square Enix. And so I try to pick up these kind of games when I see them for fairly cheap, just because they tend to be a bit more collectible in the future. Raiden Fighters Aces. I have 2 copies of this game, but sadly they are just disc only. And I really like to get the artwork and the manual, and so this was like $15, so I went ahead and picked it up. So now I have a complete set, which means I'll probably try to get rid of one of my other copies of the game. I like to have a backup, see if I can trade it or maybe sell it and at least pay for this, so that'll be cool. Next we got Super Mario Brothers, or Super Mario All-Stars for the Wii. I love Super Mario, and this game was a little bit harder to find. I actually haven't seen this out yet, and so I know it's been out for a little bit, so since I saw one and it was a pretty good price, I went ahead and grabbed it. I also don't have a Wii, but being that I collect vintage systems, and now that the Wii is starting to become a vintage system, I'll probably pick one up eventually, so it'd be fun to play that. In one of my previous videos, you saw that I picked up Metroid Prime Trilogy, which I think is actually, still up there. So I found a disc only. It was a pretty good price, so I went ahead and picked it up. It has some light scratches on it, but overall it's in pretty good shape. So I'll keep my eyes open for a case, and if nothing else I'll have a backup or another trade, since this is a pretty rare game, and it usually goes for, with the case and stuff, 100, 120. Disc only it goes for, 60 to 70, so definitely hang on to this. And last but not least, I meant to show this in my last pickup video, but I've been on a kick for shooters, or shmups, shoot-em-ups. I really enjoy those kind of games, kind of like Raiden Fighter Aces. And so I've been doing some research and seeing what I can find for Sega Genesis. It seems like that's a system that has a whole bunch, and they're pretty reasonably priced for what these can go for. You can find some good ones for, between $10 and $25. They're a lot of fun. Probably the most sought after, and I'm not sure where this falls in terms of rareness of Sega Genesis games, US releases overall, but it's got to be up there, because this game goes for between $170 and $240 on eBay. But Musha, also known as M-U-S-H-A, which I finally got a complete copy. It's not perfect. You can see the plastic has some waviness to it. Somebody put some initials in the top corner here. It says BL. But it is complete. Open it up here. It doesn't have the color manual. It's the black and white one, but it is all there. And the game itself, again, BL was gracious enough to let us know that this was their game at some point. I'll probably try to get that off. I don't know, I might wait a little bit just because of the kind of game this is. Looks like they also use pen, and so unfortunately it's dented in a little bit there too. But the game works. I had a great time testing it out the other day and playing it. So definitely happy to add that to my collection as one of my more rare games, kind of a premier piece, especially for the Sega Genesis, and definitely helped with me getting all of the shoot-em-ups that are out there. So anyway, from here in Wisconsin, this is Mancave Dave. I hope that you all enjoyed, and hopefully soon we're going to get into rummage sale season, so hopefully I'll see you all out there at those sales. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.